And we're here. We're all good. All right.
So what do you think about this game, Peanut? How do you feel about
Oh,
it?
well, seeing CD play these last couple of games, I would say, a minor bit of confidence going in there. But I've watched Shalkka stream over the last week or so, and watching him kind of dump on some of these bronzes and some of the silvers and everybody else that he's played, I I gotta say it's gonna be a close one. I think this is really gonna be a close one. Especially with CD's back and forth today against Torst and coming off the momentum of a 3-0. I would say at least for this first game, I'd like to see CD pull out the stops. And are we going to be seeing a best of five here?
It will be a best of five. So whoever gets first to 3 game wins is going to be able to take the victory and move into the Premier League finals. Or not Premier League finals, Premier League itself.
Premier League.
Exactly. Oh man,
Yes.
if they go to the finals, that'd be crazy. But
Yeah.
how
Straight
the
to the groups.
game, how what's at stake here today is the last and only spot left for Premier League.
Okay. So one of these will make it to Premier League, and then we assume that most of the other players here will be hanging out in Challenger, or are we still?
I think that's an Anubis question.
Okay. So we'll confirm that with Anubis afterwards. But at least the winner here will be in the Premier League for the next season. We do know that.
That we do know, and it looks like we're heading into the game now, and I'm excited. I mean, the games today have just been phenomenal. They've been a lot of back and forth, although some of them have been sort of 3-0 sweeps here and there. I mean, CD's showing today has just been amazing.
It has. It has. I think he's remembering his relegation from last season and knowing that he has to play in this tournament. He's pulling out all the stops to make it back to Premier. I think it's a challenge in front of him. And now that we see this mirror match of Tor, I'm excited to see that. Mr. Freeze and I were talking a little bit about the Levka choice from Tor's last game, and I think that seeing a character with a little bit more utility will really kind of help both opponents here, both players here.
Now I'm curious, how does the Tor and oh no, the damage reduction. How does the Tor and Tor matchup really affect this matchup?
I mean, here's the thing that has bothered me about Taurus from the beginning. Not really bothered me at all, but really the thing that's harder to play against with him is that we've been trained so hard to know what the time to kill on each character is, and when you realize you have to add another health or another headshot on, especially in a game where every millisecond counts, it really does mess with some of your timings in this game. And I think if you're dashing as Tor, if you're playing it correctly, you're moving as fast as possible with as much health as possible. It's very hard to combat. Um, and it makes it for a very beefy and I would say a very overtimey type game when you have a mirror match here.
My goodness, Shalka's movements are just impressive. I mean, he kind of circles around in very erratic manners, making it hard to shoot on him. But right now, battle for the first point, loop number 3. Shalka's already able to take down that clone 2 for CDHollow, but I believe CDHollow was able to get that health pack away from the clone 1. Now it's a 1v3 scenario where Shalka might be able to win it. No, he gets taken down. CDHollow looking strong, getting the first point.
He does, and that is just another clean round from CD. He pushes with his 3 here, focusing the 2 after taking the health pack, and really just making sure that he can get all 3 paths on. Shalkka has so much to deal with on point. I mean, CD is really taking over at the end here. It's great to see.
I'm pretty excited. I mean, CD has worked really hard to come back in. I know he was in Challenger last season, and I believe he came pretty close to the finals, if I recall. Was it between Karambo and, no, it was Karambo and Binther for the finals in Challenger League.
Yes, that is what I'm remembering
and that's
now.
where Karambo took the finals, but I think CDHollow was trailing just behind that as well. But now it's good to see that CDHollow now has a chance, but Shalka not gonna give way either.
No, he wants to make it too. I'm not sure where Schalke was last season, but it will be great for him to see if he can make it into this Premier League.
So
Now these ones and oh
yeah,
wow, nice
yeah,
hit there.
my goodness, Shalka was actually in the Premier League last season, but as he was in the
Okay.
bottom 2, he got relegated down to another shot at least trying to qualify for Premier.
Okay, so I do have my history wrong. Okay, so it is Schalke and not CD. I was mistaken there, but I'm glad to have that corrected now as we go into this last loop.
Final loop here, and
Oh,
already Shalkka getting blown up. That health pack getting stolen away. There's really nothing you can do here. CDHollow taking all the health packs. All you gotta do is clear the clones off the point, and that's exactly what happens. Tea Party, as the music says it, on point for CDHollow.
yes, and that was very unfortunate for Shalkka. Unfortunately, he did destroy himself with his own grenade shot there. That was, I mean, he just got taken down completely. And CD stealing that, CD's two stealing the health pack from him there made it very difficult for him to come back. There's no health packs left, and CD just making quick work and punishing that small mistake there.
And CD has just been on top of these games. His strategy has just been really on point. I mean, he's taking health packs left and right.
He is. I mean, watching him, but I would say there was a minor bit of counter, maybe not even minor, maybe a major bit of counter stratting when he was playing Taurus last game. You know, he saw the way he plays, the way Taurus plays the health pack steals, and the way he plays his defaults, and CD just kind of knew how to take care of it. Mr. Freeze made a good comment about it, CD knowing when his opponent's two takes on too much of the work, and I think it's a very good point from him.
That's true here. There are a lot of cases where the Clone 2 just does a huge amount of work, and CDHollow has been good at capitalizing on that, hasn't he? Ooh.
Oh, and Shalkka going with what I would call a pretty dangerous push there, and then unfortunately getting destroyed by the barrel. I can imagine he'll probably save that clone from the barrel, but that push was a bit, I would say, awkward, and we'll see how that plays out for him in this round.
Playing out. We'll see exactly how that plays out. Shalkka already spotting out CDHollow's Clone 3, able to do some pretty good damage. And with that damage reduction, that's going to keep CDHollow alive a little bit longer, but he's going to press over towards the health pack, get back into the action. 70 HP for Shalkka, 0 for CDHollow's Clone 3. Is he able to finish that last clone? No, he doesn't. He stares right at his butt, but he's going to bring it into overtime here.
Oh no, and I have got to imagine that CD's, like, his clone, while he is alive here, that one health from the pre-fire from Shalkka's 3, that will probably put him dead. Now Shalkka's got quite the advantage on this side. He has both health packs up at the start of the round. CD does take one around maybe 9, but that should be a pretty easy, I would say Shalkka has a pretty high advantage going into this overtime here.
What was also interesting is, I don't know how it's going to affect his game, but Shalkka was mostly focusing on pre-fire, wasn't he?
It seems like he was. You know, that is something I've noticed from stream. He does on these overtimes. He works on pre-fires. He works on trying to basically get an upper hand on one of those shots. He does play a lot of Justin, so I would love to see him play Justin later. And maybe those pre-fires will come into play later. But
Ooh.
CD, no, unfortunately not making it to point and looking pretty dejected.
It looked back and forth.
He knows what he did wrong.
He knows exactly what happened. That final B hop, I think he messed up there, unfortunately. Shalkka, half HP, CDHollow gonna race towards the health pack. Looks like Shalkka wants to run towards that other one here. Will be able to pick it up, and CDHollow, hot on his trail, able to take him down, and a very clean headshot damage. All he's gotta do is survive, pick up those last clones. There's the clone 2, there's the clone 1, and that's the first game already going in favor of CDHollow.
An extremely clean sweep from CD. I would have thought Shalkka at least try to steal the health pack from the one, but I guess since he knew that one resynced, he knew it was impossible. And then he just got outshot by CD. He was caught out of position, and CD really was able to take that with confidence, I'd say. And besides 2, of course.
Now, very close match already. I mean, well, I say close match, but CDHollow did go 3-0. However,
Yes.
Shalkka did pretty well. I mean, he almost had it in a few points there, but unfortunately not able to close it. We're going to be right back as we get game 2 in the best of 5 match set up for you in just a few moments. Hello again. We're back with game number 2 in the grand finals for the Premier Qualifiers. Right now, CDHollow already leading it 1-0 with a 3-0 sweep last game. Peanut, who do you think is going to take this next game?
Well, CD showing real confidence there, and I mean, really just putting trying to show a dominance for our last game. If we see some character switches, I could see Shalkka pulling ahead. But in this Tor v Tor mirror match, I think CD knows what's up. And I would have to go with him. But we'll see how, as we get into character select now, where these guys are going with it. If anything, I could see Shalkka maybe switching over to a Violet, maybe switching over to a Bjarn if he's feeling really lucky, or maybe there's
Oh,
that Jackie pick. So that could change things. If maybe we see some suicide strats or some invisibility strats that could really mess with CD's head. I'd like to see that. I'd like
does
to see that.
does Shalka normally play with the Jackie pick?
See, normally I'm not sure. I've seen, like I said, play a lot of Justin on their stream, and there's that resync with the barrel. So we'll see. I'll be honest. I don't know if I've seen the Jackie pick from him before, but that doesn't really mean that. Oh, with a 15-second desync there, I'm worried about how that might affect us in later games.
I feel like that clone 1 is either just good as dead or just gonna survive barely at that last loop.
Yeah. Looks like it does get killed, so it shouldn't affect. No, wait, sorry, I'm mistaking. Now it's getting killed.
Ooh, there it
There we
is.
go.
There it is.
A little bit earlier, so that shouldn't cause a glitch in this round. Hopefully.
I think you're just predicting the future, already using your 4D thinking, Peanut. Right now, CDHollow gonna take already half health worth of damage from from Shalkka's clone 3. Picks up the health pack to get back into the action. Brought it down to 67 HP. He's not landing his shots. He is going to be able to get on point, but while desynced, doesn't mean much. However, clone 1 and clone 2 for CDHollow on top of the point with Shalkka's clone 3, bringing us to overtime. How many health packs are left, Peanut?
It looks like we have two on Shalkka's side. One which CD takes quite early and then gets knocked down immediately. So it'll be be odd to see how we play that. But what was interesting though is that Shalkka is just barely getting away on this overtime. He's just barely making it to overtime. See, he's not doing a whole lot to get the rest of his clones really doing too much. The 1 and 2, he's depending on his 3 for that first round, and I think that's why he's stuck in overtime right now.
And I wonder who has the advantage in Sloop. I mean, CDHollow's got a lot of low clones, but what does that clone 3 look like?
His 3, I think, is dead, if I'm not mistaken. So it should resync. Now, and Shalkka is on point. So it could... although Shalkka has both health packs, he's going to have to beat both of CD's clones to either one. I would put this in CD's favor only because Shalkka's going to have to make a quick decision. If he doesn't make this quick enough, it's not going to go well for him.
We'll see how quick this decision is going to be. CDHollow trying to find that clone 3. Where's it going to be? Oh, the clone 2 already hit for CDHollow. Able to pick up the health back and the pre-fire damage. What in the world? CDHollow had that plan down to the T. He knew. He's thinking 4th dimension, just like our caster Peanut here, and he's going to get that first point.
He very much did that. I mean, that was a clutch pre-fire from him, knowing that if he was able to take that health pack first, Shalkka would probably wide swing around and try and get anything done on that too. And CD just expertly taking down Shalkka's 3 from the past. Just an unbelievable showing from CD. Very well played from him.
What in the world happened there? How do you even plan something like that? I mean, that's such a weird spot for Shalkka to be in, and CDHollow, I think he was mainly aiming for that clone too, but just Shalkka ran right into it.
He did, and that's the unfortunate part of this game. Is with all the bullets flying around, you are going to have some stray shots here and there. Now CD just taking out Shalkka's 2 or 1 there with a barrel. I'm assuming that was an invisibility strat by Shalkka himself, but we'll see how he's able to take that out. He didn't do a whole ton of damage once he died there, so I'm worried if that strat will work if he fixes it.
That would be a good time to have the Levka pick. To see exactly where he comes in with that invisibility strat.
It does. It looks like Shalkka did do that on purpose, and his one is pretty healthy on point.
Oh,
And he does. Sorry, my mistake. He does actually get the desynced kill onto the one there, so that should help him out here.
we'll see who's going to be more in favor in this round. Right now, CDHollow is going to spot out the clone 1. He needs to deal that good amount of damage, try to take him down, but I don't think he realizes that Shalkka's over onto the right side. No, actually, Shalkka's over on his side, playing it very defensively. It's a one-on-one battle. Who's going to win it? And CDHollow able to close it out again with 3 clones on top of the point for the second point.
Yeah, CD expertly playing across the map there, staying hidden from Shalkka's 3, not getting knocked down by him at all. They were both aiming at each other's past clones, and CD really just coming in with a nice aim duel at the end here. Shalkka's going to have a very hard time working against this Tor. I think it's unfortunate, but Tor in his beefiness is very hard to combat if you're not a Tor yourself or doing high damage with maybe somebody like a Violet.
Exactly. I really don't think that the Jackie pick would have been the best pick here. I mean, he's making pretty good use of it. I mean, he's using an invisibility strat, loop number 1, just to get some more speed out of the jumps, I suppose, but he's still not getting on top of the point.
With the late health pack steal there, that will be easily canceled out by CD. Not that it really affected him all that much.
Ooh, Shalkka
You know, now that I'm thinking about different plays there, it could be Justin who works against Tor if you are able to really pre-fire that correctly.
Well, right now, Shalkka trying to get a regular good old-fashioned shot to the face through CD, not able to land it, and instead going to get exploded by that barrel.
Was that a sniper shot for Shalkka?
It was. That's the only sniper we've seen all day today.
That is the first sniper we've seen all day in game 2 of our finals. What a day it's been.
CD already taking massive damage, brought down the quarter health, could get taken out right here, right now, but he's still got a health pack to play it around. Shalkka's going to pick up his own health pack as well as CDHollow, and now they're going to press their advantage. CDHollow brought down to little to no health, still able to get the kill on Shalkka, and with that clone 1 for Shalkka not on point, that's going to be game 2 going in favor of CDHollow again.
Wow, CD showing some dominance. I think we are seeing just a little bit more discipline on CD's side with some of these strats. He's playing these defaults very safely, very cleanly, and Shalkka, while some of the plays are working out for him, the back and forth I think is going in CD's favor.
I mean, it's crazy how CDHollow got away with that, just barely. I mean, I thought Shalkka was going to win that. CDHollow had, what, like 3 HP, maybe counted to like 6 or 7 due to the shield.
But able to get those shots off, those low health shots, I think Shalkka was just as surprised as we are.
And with that, we're going to head into game 3, possibly our last game of the day, to decide who's going to move into the Premier League, taking up that last spot. We'll be right back. We're back here, game number 3 in the best of 5 match in the grand finals of the Premier League Qualifiers tournament. Right now, Peanut, who is taking the lead in this game so far?
We have CD with a 2-0 lead and a decisive one at that. I think both wins have been sweeps. And CD is looking extremely confident going into this final game. Shalkka is going to have to pull out something incredible, really. I expect to see another character switch probably just to see if he can touch CD, but CD's got some serious aim on him and his defaults are really strong. They're very strong, and it'll be great to see if Shalkka can do anything to him.
I mean, at this point, it's so extremely hard to say whether he can. I mean, CD has just been on top of these games every single round.
It really has been a show of dominance, and I think that does play a little bit into the mental aspect of this game, being a 1v1, being almost just a battle of wills at some point. It's very tough to stay on top of things, and I'm sure Shalkka's working through that right now. For this final game, though, he does pull out the Justin, as I was hoping, and this is what I've thought. If Tor is our beefiest character, then who would you expect to do the most damage and be the best combat to that, the best counter to that? It would be the guy who can pull out as much damage as possible. So I would expect as much pre-fire as possible here from Shalkka.
I mean, we haven't seen a Justin all day today. It's mainly been Tor. We've seen Bjarn, we've seen Levka, we've seen Jackie. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any Violet picks.
I can understand, Violet, while her ability is very strong, it is very one-dimensional in that you still have to be good with all the guns, and it changes a little bit. I think people want to try and make some of these other characters work. Like, unfortunately, Justin does get blown up there, but making some of these alternate abilities work, there might be stuff that we haven't discovered yet, and I feel like Justin might be one of those characters.
I feel like the way that all these different characters play, it's so unique in different aspects, and it's so hard to capitalize, especially with Justin. I think he's one of the hardest. Maybe he either underrated or overrated. It's kind of hard to say.
It is. It is.
3 seconds left. CDHollow making his push. Oh, the explosion at that barrel. Gonna take down Shalkka. No amount of pre-fire is gonna protect you from that.
No, and I think he got damaged by that barrel, and the final blow coming from his own one. It is just a comedy of errors, unfortunately. On the side of Shalkka, he plays that well by aggressing towards the health pack, although he does get tripped up as he's coming back. It's an aggressive play that was definitely dangerous, but it wasn't able to play off, and CD taking advantage of it.
I gotta agree with that too. Shalkka made. He had a huge amount of pressure on CD. I thought he was gonna win it, but the moment he moved too close to that barrel, I mean, CD does what CD does best: make people go boom.
Yep, and honestly, what Shalkka should have done is if he found an opening, he should have dove for that health pack as soon as possible. Doesn't matter what health he's on, as long as he can stop CD from resyncing there, it would have given him the advantage. But he played it too safe, and then unfortunately played it unsafe, getting exploded.
Shalkka, loop number 2, just gonna put some pressure onto the clone 1, and you're gonna explode that barrel to do some sort of desync strategy, or maybe to protect himself in the future. But does he get on point?
Could be. I think he is looking for anything and everything to try and make something new work, but he's finding that this three-pronged attack from CD, one up the middle and the other two on the sides. Although now CD grouping up, something we haven't seen from him.
First time we see that, and he's able to do some good damage on the Shalkka. Shalkka already picking up the health pack. CD waiting his time, and now he's getting spotted out by Shalkka. He might get taken down. He dodges, he weaves, he shoots, he scores. He gets that second point.
Now you want to talk about movement? That is some movement right there. The waiting, the biding his time by that health pack, knowing that Shalkka's waiting him out. Shalkka's sitting there waiting, and then CD just playing the avoid strats. He gets knocked down to 1, but during that reload time, he plays around his own clones, maybe even loses his 1 in the process, but keeps his 3 and 2 alive. What a clean round from CD.
Yeah, fancy feet, wombo combo.
That ain't Falco, that's for sure. Now, once again, we have a sniper coming out from Shalkka. He's playing an invisibility strat that he's trying out, but it's dangerous. I don't see some of these working out if he's playing them so late into the round.
And then that sniper pick hasn't really been paying off for him as much as he'd like. I mean, yeah, if you get that one shot, one kill headshot, but he's only landed one shot with it so far in this game.
And CD doing the work for him, actually, and just taking that barrel out himself, then going up and killing the one. I mean, CD knows what's up.
CD knows what's up. That's basically the gist of all these matches for today.
Really is. CD is just, I mean, he's figuring out these strategies and dismantling opponents one by one.
Final loop. This could be it. This could be the final round of the game, and it's looking like it actually could be. CDHollow leading 2-0 and already looking strong. Loop number 2. He spots out Shalkka's clone 3. He's going to turn his sights onto clone 1, but no, he wants to turn back, try to take down the clone 3. He is able to take down the clone 3. Will he be able to take down the clone 1? He has more than enough time. He does it. He scores. He wins, and that's going to be CDHollow moving into Premier League.
Just a fantastic day for CD. Now, Shalkka expertly actually saving his own clone 1 there. And CD just barely finding it out in the end. I mean, it just goes to show you that CD, even when he's coming down to the last wire, he has something prepared for those final seconds. And I think it is a well-deserved move to Premier for CDHollow.
Definitely is. CDHollow worked extremely hard. Although, Peanut, you missed the first match of the day where CDHollow lost. He lost the first game. I think he was 2-0 against him in the second game. No, sorry. He went 3-0 the first game, and then his next game he played, he was down 1.
Hey. All right. So while he does have a dominant finals, he may have had a trickier start. I guess that just goes to show you he has his resilience, right? And he made it through this bracket today.